Paul, 1-1 draw here against Nantwich Town, which on paper, going into the game, I think most would have seen as a good result, but it just feels like we need a little bit more at the moment. Would you agree than that?
Well, I agree. I understand what you're saying. I think it's we feel like we could have won that game today. I think we've had a lot of games like that over the since the start of the season. You know, the lads' commitment and effort was there today, and you know that's the first thing that we ask of them. You can tell that we're probably just lacking that little bit of an edge, but it's a base to build on, you know, for us. And I have to say a massive thanks to all the fans. You know, they came out, I think it was over 1,000 on the gate today. So, you know, thank you to everyone that came down and supported us. It does mean a lot to the lads.
In terms of, certainly from what I saw in the first half, like you say, you can't fault the commitment, the desire from the lads. You know, you can tell they're trying, but it just seemed Nantwich with that little bit quicker, a little bit stronger, a little bit more impetus than us. Is that how do we fix that? Because we seem to be getting undone in those sort of areas in terms of, you know, conceding sloppy goals and not capitalising on open play opportunities. It's where do we fix that?
It's a good question. I mean, you know, the first half, the formation, they changed the formation to match how we play, which is, you know, I guess an element of respect that they've given us. They played 3 at the back. They went to 4 at half time, and you know, I thought we were very strong in the first half. But again, like you say, it's one goal with a switch off. You know, and look, we've got to learn. You know, it's as simple as that. It's the difference between being in the bottom half of the table and being in the top half of the table. You know, and it's down to us as a group and the players to decide which side they want to be in. You know, which half of the table they want to be in. So it's a funny game, football. You know, it comes down to those margins. You know, it really does, and we've had a lot of change over the last 2 or 3 weeks, necessary. But we're reforming. You can see the desires there. And we know we've got the quality in the team and the players, and I think there's just that element of confidence as well that starts to slowly creeping back in. We've got a great run of games coming up. We've got a lot of away games. We've got our first away win last Saturday at Whitton. So, you know, we're look, you know, we've got things that need and will improve, but there's the fight's there. And that's one of the most important things for us.
I think that's where the frustration comes from, because you look at the table and it doesn't tell the full story. I don't think, you know, that we've got games in hand, but I think that's what fans want to see, is points on the board and us getting, you know, climbing up to where we think we should be. It's a tight league, congested in the middle, but that's where the frustration comes from.
And rightly so. Rightly so. You know, we've be under no illusions. We're not. We don't feel for 1 second that we're immune to any sort of frustration or criticism. It's justified, and it's important. You know, it's an important part of the process. That's how we evolve. So we welcome it. We take it on board. We share in the frustration. You know, and we're working hard to. This is a tough league. You know. Nantwich have won the last 5 games out of the last 6. You know, they're the number 1 form team. I think you saw there in the first half. Matched us a little bit in the second, but we were the better team. You know, I think that's fair to say. So you're right what you said. We've got to take our chances. We've got to be more clinical in front of goal, and we've got to nullify those moments where we switch off. But I think if you go back to the game, we had about 5 corners at the end that we had to defend, and we defended them. You know, in another game, maybe another few weeks ago, that might have been one that slipped through the net. So they're the positives that we've got to take from the game. An informed team, they've done very well on the road as well. We've come away with a point. Are we happy with a point? No. You know, we want we've got a fantastic home record, but we take it and we move on. You know, and that's the way it is.
So we go into Congleton away Tuesday night, another tough away game down the M6. Yeah. Away games have not been easy for us this season, but we've got that first away win on the board. What can we build on from from what you've seen today, that can help us get a result and hopefully 3 points on Tuesday.
Yeah, we can build on the, on the desire to dig in and fight, for a result. That's what it's about. You also have to remember that we've got a lot of young lads. We've got some experience in there, but Connor, Emrich, Charlie, Sam, they're all 20 years old and young and under. So it's learning for them all the time. There's a real desire there for them to, to keep improving, and as a squad as well. And we've got to move forward together with it. And I do thank the fans for coming today and supporting the lads. And we go to Congleton, and we've got a couple of away games now. But look, we believe strongly that we can go and win those games. Be under no illusion. We're not going to defend or anything like that. We can win those games. We're good enough to win them. We've got the ability to win them. We're gaining confidence, and we're looking forward to them.
Brilliant. Thank you, Paul.
All right, mate.
We'll see you there.
Thank you.